Bro, you guys charged him a shit ton of money.
Hey y'all, another day, another drama. And you already know that we don't hold back when it comes to spilling all the tea. So when we tell you it's been a crazy couple of days on the internet, we mean it. That's right, the drama has been so much. So hold on to your wigs as we dive into all the juicy gossip that has unfolded over the past few days. Today's piping hot tea includes Bryce Hall from Sway House getting into a massive fight and calling out all influencers. Bryce really can't seem to stay out of trouble, can he? Next up is American YouTuber and singer Larray, who just released a diss track that's all anyone seems to be talking about. Who is it dissing? Keep watching to find out. And lastly, we have Trishs Paytas in the news yet again. I mean, how can the queen of controversy stay out of trouble for so long? Am I right? Whew, that was a whole lot of drama for one day. Excited to know more? We sure are. Let's not make you wait any longer and get straight to sipping on some hot influencer tea. Now, Bryce Hall is not new to drama. And if you don't know Bryce, let us tell you that this TikToker is the definition of a party animal. Even with COVID restrictions in place, Bryce just can't help himself from partying. And of course, the internet gave him hell for being so insanely careless. But it seems like Bryce has finally gotten a reality check. I mean, better late than never, right? Anyway, you'll be quite surprised to hear that not only has Bryce learned about the errors of his ways, but he's also hell-bent on making sure that others know it too. Now, we don't know if this is a good thing or not, but you can decide for yourself. Recently, in a series of tweets, Bryce called out influencers for making him look like the bad guy, when all of them have constantly been breaking COVID regulations during their parties. The drama started when TikToker Zach Clayton tweeted about influencers partying during the pandemic. Clayton's tweet blew up and Bryce just couldn't help himself from responding back. He quoted Zach's tweet and called him out for attending parties himself, and then acting high and mighty in front of the cameras. Let's remember, you attended my birthday party. Bryce tweeted in response to Clayton. And not just Zach, but Bryce also called out other influencers for being fake and not being responsible during the pandemic. Now, Zach clapped back by saying that he admits his mistakes and learns from them, unlike Bryce. But surprisingly, Bryce made the last move and let Zach know that this argument was not worth his time. Wow, talk about a dramatic exit, am I right? Well, since then, Zach hasn't really responded to Bryce. But honestly, Bryce acting like he's the only influencer with a moral compass after constantly being involved in drama himself is leaving a sour taste in our mouths. Now, Bryce might have won the Twitter drama with Zach, but it's never a dull day for the Sway House as long as he's there. Yes, that's right. We don't even have to wait for Bryce to get involved in more drama because guess what? He already is. And boy, is the tea hot. It seems like Bryce can't even go out to eat without being involved in some sort of crazy situation. Only last night, TMZ caught Bryce and his boys getting into a straight-up brawl with people at a restaurant in LA. And the situation got a little intense. Apparently, Bryce with a bunch of his other Bryce explained his side of the story and has claimed that the restaurant manager tried to mess around with his credit card. And when Bryce refused to hand him his card, he told the group to get the out. He also claimed that the restaurant employees were the ones who initiated the fistfight, with witnesses backing up his claims. The witness also he always manages to attract trouble, even when he's not looking for it. But Bryce's fans stood by him fiercely and waited for his side of the story before canceling Bryce yet again. Why do people always drag him without knowing anything? Says a fan on Instagram. Moving on from Bryce, but don't worry, the next story also involves him. So brace yourself for some more Bryce Hall drama, even though he's not directly involved this time. Next up, we have Larray and his diss track called Cancelled, which has been making rounds on the internet. Now, Larray himself is a member of the Hype House, but he did not hold back when it came to his diss track. Through the song, he took jabs at stars like Tana Mojo, the Dolan twins, and even some Sway House members, including Bryce. In the song, Larray calls out Bryce for being less relevant than his ex Addison. Yes, the same Addison Bryce cheated on with another girl. Next up, he dissed his own house and said that they weren't as relevant anymore since Charli left. Talk about self-deprecation. Not just that, but he was also bold enough to call out mega YouTubers like James Charles and even Jeffree Star's controversial past. He also brought last year's Dramegadon, including James, Tati, and Jeffree into the mix. Now that's bold. Good on Larray to tell it like it is for once. Now, people were quick to call Larray out for dissing all of these people but still being friends with them. The singer has since then claimed that all the jokes and callouts were in good fun, and judging by the fact that so many of these people made cameos in his music video, we're sure that Cancelled is the diss track that has ended all diss tracks. Lastly, but certainly not the least, we have the queen of drama herself, Miss Trishs Paytas. Now, whether you love her or hate her, you can't deny that Trisha knows how to stay relevant. I mean, it's been over a decade since Trisha has been giving the internet the most delicious tea to sip on. And the best part is, it never stops. Now, if you don't know, Trisha co-hosts a podcast called Frenemies with YouTuber Ethan Klein, where she started talking about Charli cheating to win the Mr. Beast Influencer Trivia Tournament. She went on to criticize Charli as a person and called her boring.
I said Charli was boring.
According to Trisha, she knew this was an unpopular opinion, but she personally did not think Charli's content was interesting. While Ethan tried to get Trisha to stop talking about Charli, the YouTuber didn't care, and she went on to talk about how she didn't understand why Charli and Addison Rae are the biggest influencers in the world. These are all the goodies that are going to come around, and they are going to be like prostitutes in 5 years, said Trisha. Her statements have sparked a lot of controversy because, well, they're completely uncalled for. Fans are now patiently waiting for Addison or Charli to clap back at Trisha. And if we're being honest, we are too, because Trisha totally deserves some backlash for all this. After all, some things you just can't get away with. Wow, wasn't that a lot? We did warn you that the tea was hot, and boy did we deliver. What do you think of this week's intense drama? Will Bryce Hall ever manage to stay out of trouble? What do you think of Larray's new diss track? And finally, will Trisha get away with talking crap about the internet sweethearts Charli and Addison? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. That's it for today's gossip session. We hope the tea served you today was fresh and piping hot. But of course, in the world of influencers, there's never a dull day. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel for future tea spills, and we'll see you next time with all the hottest gossip in town. See you later.